Hey, how you doing? This is Kitch, and you are watching me play Factorio. I want to get into a little bit of station design in this episode, and I laid out this little circuit-based station here, which is one that I had used in the past in several episodes, mostly for like resupply stations for outposts or wall stations. But the idea behind this is to have a single station that can pull out a specific item of a number of things that come through either in one train or multiple trains. And this station had a problem for a while that would work itself out eventually, but one that I was trying to solve, and I solved it in a number of different ways. None of them were very accurate, but in the C block series, I think we got this station exactly where I want it, and I want the idea of this station to be used throughout the factory quite a bit. Just a single train station. That we can just go up and say, what do we want at this station? Well, we want iron, we want coal, and we want stone for whatever we're going to build with that. And then we can send an iron train, a coal train, and a stone train to this station, and they all go to the exact same station test. We don't have to set up different train stops for them. It's worked out really well in the C Block series so far, and I want to see if we can make it work in vanilla. And even for a larger base on a larger scale, but simpler, less complexity, bigger scale, less complexity. So the idea behind this station is we have this constant combinator here, where we set what we want to be unloaded at this station, and we've got iron, coal, and stone coming out. In this chest right here, we have our contents. We are sending that contents out to a constant combinator that is saying, take that signal, multiply it by -1, and send it out. So we're basically subtracting whatever is in here with what we want, and that gives us our total. So this what we're reading here on the power pole is the combination of these two, and it's what we want at this station right now. We want 100 iron, 100 coal, and 100 stone, and that's what the signal going out is. So if I come over here and I throw 50 coal, and maybe 10 stone, sure, that sounds good. And we'll throw 100 iron plates in there, and we check our signal now. It now says we need 90 rock, stone, and 50 coal, which if we look at what we have, that is spot on accurate. The problem with this station is, and one more thing, that is going out to a stack filter inserter, which will unload the fastest. And we're setting the filter based off what that signal is. And the problem is fairly apparent at this point in that this is requesting coal. We don't have coal in this train. We have stone, and we have iron in this train. We have what it needs. It, however, is requesting the stone. And what it's going to request first is basically if these have like an order assigned to them. You'll notice I can't pick up coal and put it down here, right? It's always going to jump to that spot. Or if I take some train tracks and throw it up here. And there's like an internal sort order. I believe I've seen it in the raw files, which one this actually applies to. And if you notice, we're looking up here. We have coal comes in first, then stone, and then iron. So whatever's on the top of that is needed is going to go right here. And that's the way that works as best as I can tell. It has nothing to do with the order up here. It has nothing to do with the quantity that we have. And to test this out, we looked at here. It's going to be coal, then stone, then iron. If we get enough coal here, which would be 100, that signal is going to be stone. And it's going to do that until it fills up. And we've hit the problem again where we don't have enough stone to fulfill the request, so it's still wanting stone, even though we have the iron in here. So that was the problem that I was originally, and of course it goes back to coal as soon as we take everything off. So that was the problem I was originally dealing with, and I solved it somewhat by just using a regular filter inserter, which works because it actually has more filter slots, so it will filter more things. It works until you are, as long as you're just requesting 5 items. As soon as you get that 6th item in there, you've just kicked the problem down the road, and you're actually unloading slower. So it's not an optimal solution to the problem. So we have something that works out a lot better now, and we'll get to looking at that just right after we roll the intro. All right, so the fundamentals here are pretty much okay. There's some things we can leave here. We can leave this combinator. We can leave this combinator. We can leave our stack filter inserter even. What we need to do is kind of limit the amount of signals that we send in. And what do we want to limit that to? Well, we want to limit it to whatever we have available here. If this one has iron, I want this filter to say iron, if we're requesting it, not coal. So what we can do is grab us a set of decider combinators. Let's go ahead and we'll take 3 of those. Actually, can we let's space this out a bit for readability purposes. Let's take that combinator down there. Yeah, because the circuit networks aren't easy to follow on a good day. So yeah, that's going to come out, and we want to combine those signals. Let's put another power pole out here where we can do that. So that is what we have. That is what we want. Okay, and we're getting coal and stone because we have all the iron we need, which makes sense. Okay, so what I want to do is I would like to take this signal right here, bring it into the back of this decider, and basically normalize it. What I mean by normalize is saying I don't care how much, I just want to know, do you need things? It's a yes or no question. Do you need coal? Not how many coal do you need? So we're going to say if that signal coming in is greater than 0, we want to just turn that output to 1, which will make it a signal of 1. So now you can see over on the right-hand side, down toward kind of the middle bottom, we can see the input signals coming in. We're getting 100 coal, 100 stone, which is that signal right there. And we're going to output 1 coal and 1 stone, which is our Boolean yes or no, we need this yes or no answer. All right, and then I have another question. Let's put this one up here. Oh, and it's yeah. I want to know what is currently available on this train. So what we can do is take this right here and wire it into the back of that combinator, and set this station to read the train contents. Okay, and so it's reading 100 iron, which is currently what we have in there. And I want to do basically the same thing. For each signal coming in, if it's greater than 0, I want to output 1. So we're going to normalize that signal coming in. So this is saying, do you need it? This one is saying, do you have it? Yes or no. I have iron. I need coal. I need stone. All right, so what we want to do now is take the output of this combinator and this combinator and send it into the back of this combinator. And I want to say if, for each signal coming in, if that is equal to 2, I want to output that signal. All right, and right now it is outputting nothing, and that is expected because this one's saying, this is what I have. This one's saying, this is what I need. I have iron, I need coal, I need stone. And this is saying, if I have it and I need it, if there's a 1 coming off of here and a 1 coming off of there, and then I want to send that out to this combinator. So now we can take this signal that says we need it and you have it out to that thing, this filter inserter, and set the filter based off of that. So this is saying that, let's see, we have iron in here. Let's go ahead and remove that. So now it's going to grab the iron because we have it and we need it. Let's see. We were having an issue with coal, right? If we had iron, coal, and stone in there, it wouldn't grab. If we ran out of coal and the coal thing wasn't fulfilled. Sorry, things are happening so fast here. The problem is if we didn't have enough coal, which we don't because we want 100, it wouldn't continue on. It couldn't grab any more coal, so that turned that to 0. It doesn't say that it had it anymore. Boy, I'm getting tongue-tied. Let's just start over for the sake of clarification because I'm confusing myself. So before, that coal would be stuck there until we actually got it. But now, because it doesn't have any more coal, it doesn't have it, it gets filtered off of that list, and we only look at exactly what we need. And even though we still need coal, you notice we don't have a filter set for that because this train doesn't have it. So this pretty much solves the problem perfectly and works out really good. But someone's sighing right now. And yes, they are actually correct. There's actually an improvement we can do to this. I was actually doing this for clarification. I think I just muddied the water even more. So let's just review. This decider right here is saying I have it in the train. This one right here is saying I need it at this station. And this one is saying if you have it and I need it, go ahead and send it out to this filter to go and grab it. But we can simplify this quite a bit, actually. We can take this out. We can turn this into just a regular stack inserter, which is a little bit cheaper. Yeah, you're gonna grab stuff. Let's just simmer down. Simmer down. Quite a bit cheaper. It's 5 electronic circuits cheaper, which is it's good. I believe it uses less power too. Am I mistaken in that? Am I 32. No, those are all lies. But it'll save the circuits, though, down the line. And what we can do is take this output and just send it directly to this inserter and set the enabled condition equal to anything equals 2. So now this is saying if you have it and you need it, go ahead and turn that on. So let's throw iron, coal, and stuff in there, and yeah, it'll just grab those things now. And it's interesting. Does it go by the order too? Yeah, it still does it by the order, but it doesn't matter since we're turning that all around. And yeah, that's the station right there that I want to base this on. Of course, we'll tighten this up a little bit and make it look nicer. And, you know, there may be other improvements. It seems like there always is. But for right now, I am I'm pleased with this idea. Now, we're going to have another challenge in that we don't have warehouses. And this will work in theory. Let's see, we need one of those. We need 5 more of those. Yeah. This is going to work in theory. We are out of power poles, too. Way to prepare. But we should be able to just take these guys on down and send all that logic down there. Okay, and then we can throw all that stuff in there, and then they'll all work together in order to get all this stuff that we need. All right, we didn't quite fill the request there. I guess I'm out of things. Did I not have enough? Did we lose stuff? Oh, I know what. I forgot to hook up the chest. It was just reading contents off of one. Okay, let's try that again. You still grab too many. Do we have a break here somewhere? What's that reading right now? It's reading correctly. That's hooked up, right? Your conditions. Oh, okay. I see the problem here. This will work, but only if we have single train cars. That's going to work. That's going to work. If we yeah. I'm not going to be mixing any. I don't that's never going to be a thing. The only place I think where we'll be mixing stuff is like our outpost stations, things like that. I don't have any plans on having any trains that have mixed cargoes, so at least not in the same wagon. So we should be good. But if we do have it where it's mixed cargo in the same wagon, that is where we will actually need that third combinator. That's making that decision and setting the filter inserters, because this thing's going to grab anything now, right? If the theory holds true, let's throw some wood and some circuits and some wall and some inserters and some railroad track, and let's say it has coal now. Yeah, see, it's gonna indiscriminately grab whatever. Okay, so that's important to know. But this is gonna work. All right, let's take this and just move it up here for now. We do need to get that hooked back up though. That needs to go into there, and you need to go up there for now. Okay. Are we working still? Yeah. All right, so now we have all these things in different boxes. We need to somehow get these out and get them sorted. Let's see, is this going to do what I hope? Nope, not even a little bit. We need to do one more. We need to do that, right? So you will put on the bottom of that belt, and you will put on the top of that belt. Okay, that works. Okay, and that'll condense that down to 3 belts, and that won't be 3 full belts of anything. But it'll be a little bit easier to manage. And then what I need to do is get the output of all of these chests and somehow get it into buffers that I need to just get it into one chest, don't I? No, we'll need to get him into separate chests for whatever items that they are needing to be in. Actually, they just need to be on different belts is all. Now that I'm thinking about it. Okay, what do we have? We have coal. Alt. Coal. I'm wondering, is this going to be too much of a bottleneck? Because we could combine the lines together. And then split them apart. But I'm wondering if that's going to be too much of a... too much of a bottleneck. You would be, let's say, iron... and then that would just leave stone here at the end. Like that. Is this going to work? Let's see. Coal, stone, iron. Yeah, that little bottleneck right there, and I'm not sure that that's going to get better. Oh yeah, we have the capability of that being completely backed up too. Gonna have to think about that one a bit. I mean, the fact that we're gonna be we put those into buffer chests may affect a little bit, but the whole thing is that if iron, for example, were to ever get all the way backed up, it's gonna basically clog the whole system. Gonna have to think about that one a little bit. And that I will do. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. Sorry to end on such a downer note, but you know that's fun. It's fun. We're creating problems, and we are looking for ways to solve them. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you in the next episode, where we take this guy on. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.